From the outside, Kate's life looked perfect. She was young, beautiful in her own bold way, with a stable job and a social circle that most would envy. Sure, she was a little on the curvy side, but that didn't stop her from having a loyal fan base of admirers. The only thing she didn't have? A boyfriend. Her relationships never lasted more than 3 months. She always ended up leaving them. Some said she was selfish, others claimed she was too flirtatious. And they weren't wrong. Kate was picky because she believed she deserved the best. The guys she dated, too soft, too safe. Nice guys bored her. What she really wanted was danger, a twisted edge. Someone who felt like a beautiful disaster, a bad boy with a glint of madness behind his eyes. That kind of chaos thrilled her. Then one night, while scrolling through her phone before bed, something strange appeared. A flash of an ad, barely a second, but it stopped her cold. Soulmate P. Guaranteed love 100%, but you must give up what you love most. Her heart skipped. Her loneliness whispered yes. Curious, desperate, reckless. She downloaded the app. The screen went black. Then a single sentence appeared, white text on pure darkness. Sacrifice the thing you love most, and we will give you the love you've been waiting for. But there was a catch. You had to truly love what you were willing to lose. Kate sat still for a moment. Her eyes didn't leave the screen.
Sacrifice the thing you love most, and we will give you the love you've been waiting for?
She read the line again, then slowly, with steady fingers, she typed,
I choose my mother.
She knew how cruel that was. Her mother was an elderly woman who was sick and bedridden. She couldn't do anything by herself anymore. Kate had to help with everything. Since she was a child, it had always been just the two of them. Her mother worked hard, gave up a lot, and raised her alone. Kate had never forgotten that. But she also hadn't forgotten the things her mother used to say. The harsh comments, the constant criticism. Even when she tried her best, it never seemed good enough. The words had hurt her in ways no one could see. Some of them still echoed in her mind after all these years. Her mother raised her well. There was always food on the table, school fees were paid on time, and Kate never had to worry about clothes or bills growing up. But that didn't mean it was warm. Her mother had a sharp tongue, and she used it often. Whenever Kate made a mistake, no matter how small, she'd hear things like,
You're lucky I didn't leave you like your father did. If I didn't have you, my life would have turned out better.
Kate learned early that being taken care of didn't mean being loved, and the words stayed with her long after the bruises of childhood had faded, only they weren't on her skin. They were in her head. And now Kate was tired. She had her own life. She had dreams. She wanted love, real love, the kind that made her feel alive. But she also knew no man would want to be with someone who had this kind of burden. No one wanted to take care of an old, sick mother who couldn't even leave the house. Not the kind of man Kate was attracted to. Not someone exciting, dark, and dangerous. Not the kind of person who made her heart race. Maybe. If her mother was already close to the end, this wouldn't really make a difference. And besides, it was just an app. Just something weird on her phone, probably fake, probably nothing. She pressed the confirm button. The screen turned blood red. Then it went completely black. The next morning, her phone rang. It was the hospital. Her mother had collapsed during the night and was now in the ICU. The doctor said her heart had stopped, but there was no clear reason why. No major condition, no warning signs, just nothing. Kate didn't know what to think. She felt a cold, heavy feeling in her chest, part guilt, part fear, but also something else. A small part of her felt lighter, like something that had been weighing on her for years was suddenly gone. An hour later, her phone buzzed again. It was a message from the app. Your match has been found. First meeting today. She froze. Her mother was still in critical condition. She might not make it through the day, but the app had delivered what it promised. It had found her A match, someone perfect for her, someone who might finally understand her, someone exciting, someone real. She didn't know what kind of person she was about to meet. She didn't even know if she believed in any of this, but her body moved on its own. She showered, got dressed, put on makeup, and that evening, she left her house to meet the person the app said was her soulmate. The meeting location on the map looked like it was in the middle of the city, but when Kate arrived, it turned out to be an old, crumbling building, abandoned, silent, and surrounded by nothing but darkness. No streetlights, no cars, no people, not even the sound of birds. She stood there for a moment staring up at the broken windows and graffiti-covered walls. And strangely, her heart was racing with excitement. This was exactly her type of thing. Weird, secretive, a little dangerous. It felt like something out of a story, and Kate had always wanted to live a story like this. Cafes and polite conversations were never her style. Ordinary guys bored her. She liked men who were dark, broken, a little unstable, men who felt like trouble. She looked at the time. 6:59 p.m. With a deep breath, she reached for the rusted door handle and pushed it open. The door groaned loudly as it swung inward. Inside, it was dark. The air smelled musty, like mold and dust that had been building up for years. Everything was covered in a thick layer of dirt. No lights, no sound, just shadows. But then, in the far corner of the room, someone was sitting. A man, an old man. He looked around 60. His clothes were worn and filthy. His skin was wrinkled, his face tired. His hair was greasy, sticking to his forehead, and his whole body gave off the stench of someone who hadn't bathed in days. When he saw her, he stood up right away. He moved toward her, way too close. Kate froze. Every instinct in her body told her something was wrong, but she couldn't move. He leaned in, way too close to her face, and whispered right next to her ear, "Thanks for giving up your mom. That's how you got me." Her breath caught. She stumbled backward.
Who are you?
Her voice was shaky. Fear surged through her chest like ice. The old man smiled and then let out a quiet laugh. Not loud, not mocking, just knowing. He looked into her eyes and said gently, calmly, "That app doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve."